Hi, and thanks for coming and sharing a few minutes. I always like to acknowledge that time is precious. I wanted to share some thoughts that I've been having about the correlation or analogy about how coming into this world as a baby, we are all full of potential, all full of joy and happiness and all of this. We come in needing help, right? Because we can't survive out here by ourselves for the first number of years. And so we need help. We need people to clothe us, keep us warm, feed us, keep us clean, all that kind of stuff. And you think about these beautiful, perfect babies. Okay, so here's a little treat. Here is a picture of a baby. Now, wouldn't you say, if you saw this little baby, that this baby is like perfect? And that's how you were when you were born. Perfect, the way I was, all that. And so when I think about the whole life dividend paying with a mutual life insurance company product, I think it's somewhat the same in the sense that when it started, it starts off as a child, a baby that needs help, needs support, because those first few years are generally the most difficult for the parent, let's call it, the owner of the policy, to get through. Because they keep pouring all this energy in. They're getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, changing diapers, feeding, whatever it might be. And there's not a lot of return except that you've got this little child in your arms. And that's joyous, of course. But it isn't until maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years before the baby starts actually interacting with you. Much like the whole life policy. In that, please bear with me, that when you first start that first year, you put in your premium and it looks like the insurance company is taking it from you. Why do they take all that money? Well, there's expenses, rent for the building, all the office space, the salaries, all the technology, the commissions for the agent, myself. That's all in there in the first few years to get it going. You're starting a business, basically, and you're starting a life with a baby. And there's not a lot of real return on it until later when the fun really starts to kick in, right? They start playing with friends and all that, and you can go places with them and you can talk to them. It takes a while, and then as time goes on, it gets better and better and better, just like the life insurance product, the whole life with a mutual life insurance company. It's very, very similar. And so I would ask that you just be at peace. Get through those first few years. It's generally, for anybody that's 60 and below, it's probably 3-4 years into the fourth year before you see your money matching what the growth in cash value is. And then 10 years down the road, the child is now 10 years old and so is your policy, and the policy by then has given back everything that you've put in, just like the child is giving back much joy and pleasure and happiness for the whole family. The policy is doing the same thing, but you have to be able to get through those first few years with a policy, and maybe with your child as well. So I just want to say that if you give yourself permission, give yourself that self-focus of discipline to get through those first few years, it can be a miraculous change. And once you have a pool of money that's growing, that you have full control over forever. paying back the loans. You take a loan to buy a car or go on vacation or whatever it is, start a business. You slowly pay it back so that you can use those dollars again. It's very much like raising a child, and it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And so I just want to say, be at peace. Hang in there. It is well worth the trouble. And it creates discipline inside you as well. It's kind of a byproduct if you don't have that as a strong suit, which I don't. I have certainly developed it since I got into this, and in certain areas I certainly do have good, strong willpower. But financially, I also have struggled. But now life has completely changed just in the few short years that we've had policies, 4 or 5 years, 4 years. So anyway, I just want to let you know that you're not alone in your caution, in your maybe second guessing. Should I have a child or not? But once you say, well, when I'm ready, you'll never be ready because you don't know what's coming. But I can tell you by sharing with you what's coming with the life insurance, so long as you are disciplined, because it really is up to you how it performs. The behavior of the owner is what really impacts a policy. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. And by the way, one last baby picture. That baby was born perfect and has grown up and had a wonderful life. So can you with a whole life dividend paying life insurance policy. So thank you for your time. Sorry I'm bopping in and out like this, but until next time, be well.